Okay, week 28 ABT here at Holiday Lanes. We're in semis. Semis are 3 games. We're going to cut to the top 5. We'll do stair step after that. This week we're on the 2023 Women's Open. Number 1, 42-foot pattern. On our pairs, for semis we're going to be on 3 and 4, 5 and 6. We got Dan Bailey, Taraka Newton, Jason Basanaro. And on 5, we have Mark Fernandez, Doug Dykes, and Cameron Cole. Again, they're going to bowl 3 games. Then we're going to cut to our top 5 first step finals today.
Ask what the pattern was, so apparently he wasn't listening earlier. And he's good at tucking in voices on there, I can tell you that.
Okay, Mr. Pogge, I'm glad you're joining us this week. We are on 2023 Women's U.S. Open. Number one. They had 4 different patterns in 2023, but we're using number one. It's 42 feet. The mounts are milliliters. I don't have off the top of my head. I will get that for you, but it is 42 feet in length.
This does not plug into the A10.
That's the graphics.
Yes, you're right. Streaming. I'm backwards. I'm ass backwards. It's been a long week. You have no idea. Oh yeah, that's a USB-C.
That's what the big board is.
That's a USB to USB-C. It should be C to C.
C to C.
That's just a bastard.
Well, I don't think we have a C to C because we went through and there was the problem was is that's the main thing to find is real smart.
Where's the small?
This is almost all HDMI.
Probably. I went down it. Now, now I remember what I
Taylor, on the left-hand side. Left-hand side of that bag. It's on the floor.
we do have. Whoa. I can do a full test. That's out of so this is not the world's most inclusive environment. Maybe I had seen it. So head up there. Took it. Walk all the way down the wall. Because there was that counter. So I go down the wall. Never lost it. Walk back to the post office. Go back on the other side. Never lost it. So, yep. So the camera now we put it down on 32 and 32. And you don't have to worry about it. You just plug the camera into the transmitter. And the receiver's over here. And plug it in.
Instead of watching people driving through the wall.
No, because like I said, oh yeah, no. Where's that at? Back there? What's she doing?
I said she
She don't need to go. Oh, go on, put out there with the thing.
And then got out of the car with that.
I mean, as bad as it puts out, that almost. If I was to think about everybody else, like Jacob would be the one that turned into to be honest, I almost did it one time. I would forget where I was. And I would go to drive, and then I stopped on the way. Got a little bit more gas. Wasn't really good at all. So got it. And something told me. Again, expensive test. It's like here, ABT is not the end of the world. So what has to be erased?
C bowler.
9, frame 3 on C bowls.
Nine spare gets erased. She's getting there. She can only do one thing at a time. Every time I walk up there, she gets custody.
It's on the phone.
The day after 2 games is plus 68 with cut, plus 30. Plus 30. race got promised there. We got nice lines.
Okay, we are finishing up semis. This is game 3. Got a couple frames left. We'll tabulate the scores and then we'll get to our top 5. So we'll be back here with the top 5 here in just a moment. Hey. After semis, we do have a tie. We have Paul Holden and Tim Willems with a tie. They'll bowl one game to decide who's going to be the third seed and fourth seed.
No pressure, but to pick the quickest for dinner. So I'm hungry.
Exactly. So we haven't had a tie in a while, so.
Thank you, Joe.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, you know, if they were fourth and fifth, it would be a no-brainer because they're going to bowl each other anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
It would have been even better tied. They were sixth and seventh. They can just flip a coin.
yeah, well, at that point, I don't care. They can go 6 to 30th. I don't care.
Exactly.
All right, so Tim Willems from Lakewood. Paul Holden from Louisville.
Yes. Up the road a little bit.
Just a piece. One of the fortunate ones not to have his home destroyed in that
Yes.
horrible Marshall fire, which was amazing.
Absolutely.
From what he told me, the firemen stopped it like in his backyard, which was like an open area with high grass.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally stopped it within maybe 30 feet of his house.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, but yet his neighbor's house went down, and like across the street, and you know how that works.
Exactly.
The fire's jumping everywhere,
Absolutely.
which is really crazy.
Because the guy who works in the pro shop with me, Jack,
Yeah.
he lives over there.
Oh, I
And
didn't
it
know
was a good spare.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely great spare. His when the fire was, I think it was one block over.
Okay.
So, and then they cleared all him out and everything. But
Sure.
he got really, really lucky.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
We got the great Emily in the house.
Have a seat.
The one
No,
and
I'm
only Emily. 'Cause
When I'm working, I stand
God,
up.
God forbid there's two of them.
Yeah, exactly. There's only one Emily in the world that I care about.
Oh, well, thanks.
There you go.
I like the way you qualified it. I do. I like that.
Thanks.
Rob being the master politician that he is.
Absolutely. You never know when I may need something from Emily. So
You need a soda? Gotcha.
And don't, all you with dirty minds, he's talking about food and beverage, okay? Yeah.
all right, Paul started off with spare. Well, he made that split
Made the 5-6,
Yep.
yeah.
and got that one.
There we go. Good job. All right, we have, I'm trying to remember who, Craig Ducker is our leader who is making his first or second appearance in the top 5. He's obviously never won, and he has had a fantastic weekend. Then you got the snowplow. How he didn't make it at Highland Park, I don't know. So you and I have finally decided that any bowling center that starts with an H, he's going to be the favorite.
He is golden.
Right. And then the two gentlemen you're seeing here, Willems and Holden, they're tied for third. And Anton Johnson is our fifth seeded player. He was at plus 73. Actually, from fifth to first is only 15 pins, so
Yeah.
very,
it's close.
very close. Yeah. And the handicaps are close other than Anton, giving everybody 2 marks.
Exactly.
But
And there's no, I'm trying to think, I was just thinking while you're going through that, I was trying to see if there was, in my mind, was there any centers in Vegas that began with an H? Because if so,
yeah,
Pruitt was
well-
going to make his way there. I guarantee you that.
I'll tell you what, you pay for his entry, I'll pay for his airfare. I don't go. Most of them are, they're in station
Exactly.
properties, and the few proprietor houses that are left, I don't believe any of them start with an H. I think we're safe.
Exactly. He's going to want to rename South Point to
Hallelujah Bowl or something, I don't know. Another great turnout for Sunday.
awesome.
Get over it.
Even with the weather, because it just,
Well, that's kind of like a bowler's
yeah.
weather because it was overcast, blah.
Yeah.
Not hot, but not cold. And you go, nah, what are you going to do? Ah, it's crappy out. Let's go bowling.
It looks miserable.
Well, because yesterday was gorgeous.
Yes.
And we only had like 30-some bowlers. Hell, we did that the first squad this morning.
Oh,
We did almost 50. We did 49 today.
okay.
2 squads. That's not bad. And we did 50-some at Highland Park last week. So,
And next week we're at
Arapahoe Bowl.
right down the street.
Yeah,
Just a long street.
Yeah, very long.
Yeah, I laughingly call it the Chris Kern Invitational since Chris is the mechanic there. One of our master players, excellent player.
Was he here this weekend?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Bowled twice. And I don't even think he got a check, which is unusual.
Yes.
Because normally he'll cash in a sweeper or something.
Absolutely.
Chris is just a very, very good player.
And coming soon, we have the regional.
Yes. Regional third week of September. Coal Creek. There's some guy we know that has a pro shop there.
So when you win all that money, come see
That's
me.
right. Come see Rob. Come see Rob and Jack. They'll even open early for you, I'm sure.
Stay late.
Stay late. There you go. Yeah, but I mean, you think about it. Our base entry fee in our local tournaments is $75. Of course, gold members get $5 off.
Okay.
Now right now it's $5,000 for first. We're adding $5,400 from all the Triple Crown monies that weren't paid out. And if you have bowled 10 tournaments in the last 10 months, and if you're a gold member, it's only going to cost you $70. The same as a regular singles event. And if you don't, it's $90, which
Okay.
that's still a fan. $90, you want to pay $90 for $5,000? Yeah, I think I'm in line.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah, it's a heck of
and
a.
all our members are eligible. Even if they've let their membership expire, they can technically rejoin and bowl since we have an average history on them.
Okay.
But we won't take any new members
Gotcha.
that weekend. So if you're thinking of bowling, guys, you got to get it to Arapahoe, Centennial, or Crown in the next 3 singles events, bowl a squad so that we can get a look at you and let you bowl that regional. Uh-oh.
That's not good.
No, it wasn't good. All right. So they both open in frame number 4. Tim must like Paul.
He must.
He's up 6 pins, 4 scratch, 2 at the handicap. Tim's a great guy. He's been with me for quite a while.
Okay.
Obviously bowls league here. He bowls the Home Builders League here on Monday night.
Wow. My usual question of the week is,
Who do I like?
no, not even that. Who has a title and who doesn't?
Okay. Tim has never won. Paul has.
Yes, he does.
Ralph? Anton has never won. Oh,
Ralph
the
has.
Snowplow's got a million of them. And then Ducker. So 3 of the 5 have never won a title.
Okay.
So I am going to pick one of those. And since I got my brains beaten last week, I'm going to pick the leader. I'm going to pick Craig Ducker. And then this weekend is the best Craig has ever bowled with me. I mean, this is a tough pattern, and he made it look easy. And I told him, I said, I'm glad I finally found a pattern that you like. But he did. He ripped it. I'm glad to see that. So hopefully he'll keep that going.
Well, I think I'm taking the snowplow. Can't bet against the
Oh,
man.
no,
in
you,
a- in a
especially
house
when
with
a
an
bowling
H.
center starts with an H. Yeah,
Exactly.
I gotta love your thinking there. I really do. So holding up in the 5th frame here. Again, folks, this is just a roll-off, so these 2 gentlemen will be in the top 5. Just depends on where. And the loser of this match is going to bowl our 5th seed, Anton Johnson, making his first appearance in the Stair Step Finals. You know, that's another thing I like about a lot of the new members we're getting. You know, some of these patterns are really tough, and you know what? They don't care.
Yeah.
You know, they know we're going to give them the sport-adjusted average and this and that. But I emphasize on them, don't worry about a bad game, and make your spares.
Oh, absolutely.
And the ones that can keep their emotions in check wound up doing really, really good, which I love.
Yeah, and I think that's a little bit of the way that tournament bowling is going now is they want harder patterns.
Sure.
They don't want to just bowl on house shots where you just
Oh, yeah,
strike
please.
best.
Yeah, give me 10 right, close my eyes.
Exactly.
I'll pick a ball off the rack.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Because the guy
It's
who
a carry
carries the most,
contest.
exactly.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with accuracy and ball speed. Yeah. Just now, rev rate becomes highly emotional, of course.
Yes.
Well, Anton's from Fort Collins.
Okay.
And,
So
he came a ways.
Yes, he did.
And then you got Craig Ducker out of Northglenn, Ralph Pruitt out of Westminster, obviously. Now, Craig's son, Bryce, has one with me, and he helps Michael Smith at his pro shop down at, which will soon be called Bolero Bellevue. They're going to remodel that. And it's been needed. I mean,
Yeah.
they have done remodels on that in the past, but we're talking about serious money, and I think that's what they're going to do. I mean, they put a whole brand new roof on that place.
Really?
44 lane center. Hello. That's a little
expensive.
bit of money.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Ralph's from Westminster?
Yeah.
So he drives all the way up to Highland Park?
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Wow.
if you make the finals every time you go there,
That's true.
I'm surprised he
good
doesn't
point.
have a chauffeur. Just call the guy up and say, hey, dude, we're at Highland Park. I'm going to make the finals. Come get my equipment.
Exactly. We'll pick you up along the way.
That's right. That's close.
It,
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the 2023 U.S. Open Women's pattern number 1, which is 42 feet. From what I was told, they bowled on 4 patterns. This
Yes.
was the first one for day 1.
Yes.
42 feet. The out of bounds is extreme. I mean, you hit 5 or 6. I don't care who you are. It ain't coming back. But if you can get in that 8 to 12 break point, it was pretty consistent, and the guys that got in there and didn't leak the ball had a really good shot. So I thought it was going to be more difficult than it was. But
Okay.
I'm very proud of these guys because they've never seen it before. They've never bowled on it. And so they bowled well. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
Oop. Okay. Okay. We like to kid Paul and give him grief, but think about it. When he joined a couple years ago, his sport average wasn't even 150,
Exactly.
and he's up to 169. And that's, realistically, almost 20 pins, probably 20 pins, on tournament patterns, which he's never bowled until he joined me. I'm just real proud of him. He's grinding it out with the best of them, and he doesn't. Look at that. He doesn't care where we go. He doesn't care what the pattern is.
Exactly.
He's going to be there.
And that's what's making him better.
Yes,
is
that's absolutely correct.
He's putting the time in and working.
Yep. So we love to kid him, but he's a good member, and
Yes.
he tries his hardest.
Yes.
Him and Pruitt are like two clones. They're both 5'4.5", weigh 130 pounds.
On a good day.
On a good day. All right, sure. But yeah, it's going to be a good finals.
Yes. No doubts about that.
Yeah, next week at Arapahoe, another new PBA pattern. The EJ Tackett, which I believe is 44 feet. We'll be bowling on that.
Oh.
Hit it? No, okay, get 2.
Oh.
Oh, get 1.
Kelson got the slow rag out today.
He's on a strike, so it score's okay. It ain't going to change anything.
Yes. And the only would be if he misses
Correct,
everything.
and it doesn't give it to him.
Exactly. So,
Yep.
okay. I
So
think
if it
we're
gives
golden.
him 2, we're good.
Awesome.
we're good.
There we go.
Well, somebody likes
I was
us.
going to say the first thing that happened right before us today. There we go.
Rather me and you jumping over the table, run it down and take the score.
Oh, speaking of the gray one, Mr. Fawcett.
The gray one?
See, I'm trying to get in good with these people.
He calls you the gray one and he's trying to get in good with you? You gotta be kidding me.
He's one of the top owners.
Yes, he is. I tell you what, he has the patience of a saint. Because this, well, look at what this bowling center's gone through the last 3-4 years.
Yes, true.
Yes, the building's very old. It's probably opened in the late 50s, I'm guessing. You start to do the renovation, COVID hits. Then you get your bowlers back. You can't get supplies. Then you can't get crews to come in and do it.
Yeah.
Everything's pushed back. Everything's jacked up. Of course, the property management company that owns the building was supposed to do the parking lots, which needed very badly, and air conditioning system, which he's got a combination. He's got a couple small rooms that are still using
Swamp coolers?
swamp coolers, and air conditioning head to head. That's crazy. But they want to remodel the inside, and they are going to do that. But Derek's going, please, when are you going to start? When are you going to start? I think if he ever drives up one day and he sees that his parking lot's being ripped up and being repaved, I think he'll just have a heart attack and pass
He
out.
may. Absolutely
But,
may.
you know, and Holiday has always been a tournament house. It's always been a strong league house.
One of the staples of Denver, that's
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
for sure. And menu, food, great.
Yeah, great food.
Staff, great.
Elbow room's been there forever. Good,
Yes.
good. Actually, a nice combination of Mexican food with great breakfast specials. I mean, the sandwiches are stupid. They're awesome. I mean, they're not chintzy on their
No.
quantity. Well, just like Crown.
Yes.
Food at Crown is fantastic, and you get a lot for your money.
Exactly.
You won't get. They're not going to cheat you out of anything.
No.
So
And,
that's awesome.
and Derek's been involved in bowling for a long time. He was a star tomorrow. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
I
He was
found
probably
that out.
that was probably before I got here.
No.
All I
well,
remember him as a B mechanic at the original Bolero
Really?
in Lakewood. But that's as far as I remember him from back
Gotcha. Yeah, he was a starter tomorrow the same year as Megan Schisler. That's why I knew.
then. Okay, so then he was around when I was running ABT. Yeah, because Megan was juniors out of Tri-City, which became Broomfield Bowl, which you're well aware of.
Oh, look, we're done. We're
All
sitting
right,
here
so-
yapping, and there we go.
Mr. Holden is our winner, so he will be the 4th seeded player,
Yes.
which means Tim Willems will be 5th seed.
Yes.
And plus 73, taking on, oh, I'm sorry, I got that backwards.
Uh-oh.
Anton Johnson. And our 2nd seed being, I get this right, Holden. Oh, I really screwed this up. So Paul
Shame
is-
on you.
yeah. In any event,
And we got Ralph, and then
Paul Holden will be our 4th seeded player. He's going to take on our 5th seed, Anton Johnson. We'll break for just a second here. We'll get 5 and 6 set up. We'll have
No.
Anton get his practice.
it's going to be Tim. Tim came in. He's going to be your 5th seed.
Yes.
And then, gotcha. I'm messing you up. Never mind.
No, you
Scratch
know what?
anything.
No, that's okay. Just order me a double of whatever you want, and we'll just start drinking heavily.
Something.
Okay, so,
So we're going to take a break to try to regroup here and figure this out.
figure what the heck's going on. Yeah, it will be Anton Johnson and Tim Willems, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ralph is the 3rd seed. We'll get it. In any event, folks, give me a break. Alzheimer's is brutal.
Absolutely.
So is dementia. If you happen to have both, it's just ugly. But we'll be back in just a moment. Again, we are at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood for top 5 stair-step finals with the Denver branch. We'll be back in just a moment. by the time I get done with you. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa back here with Rob Warner for 30 seconds until they throw him out of Holiday.
Exactly. So I gotta go collect my meal from Emily.
There you go. Oh, yeah, I got to do that. Since we had a tie in our stair step finals, we rectified that situation. And actually, Tim Willems was the loser.
Winner. No,
Winner?
loser.
Loser.
The loser of the tiebreaker
Right,
match.
because
Oh,
he became fourth-seeded player. Anton is the fifth-seeded. So now Tim has elected to have Anton lead.
See, this is why I can't be here. I can't even tell you who won and who lost.
I'll have to call you later.
Well, we do have a capable replacement.
No. Well, see, capable, that's where we're in trouble. Capable's not good.
Oh, all right, hold on.
But my champion from the past,
That's me.
that's you, Ramon Bates, ladies and gentlemen.
How you doing today?
Ramon and I go way back where we didn't care how much beer and stuff cost, and you know how that goes. But, Ramon, glad to see you back, buddy.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
We got to dust off your equipment, get you back in here.
I've been threatening to do that.
I know.
For a few years now. But I'm getting a little bit closer.
Well, you're picking the right leagues to bowl in. It'll, we talked about, even if you had really gotten out of it for a little while, these patterns, when you finally get them figured out, gets you right back into it.
Yes, exactly.
And the stuff that, Chris and his staff at Coal Creek are putting out really helps.
Yes, yeah.
All right, so Anton Johnson came all the way down from Fort Collins. First time in the finals and taking on Tim Willems. Tim's been with me for a few years. Again, he does his league bowling here on Monday nights in the Home Builders League. And then the winner will bowl the gentleman that won the roll-off.
It would be Paul.
Yep. And then second seed will be Ralph the Snowplow Pruitt. And then our tournament leader, Craig Ducker, making his first appearance. Craig's from North Glen. And like I was saying before, he bowled very, very well this weekend. As much as he struggled getting in and getting acclimated, I laughed. I told him, I said, I finally found a pattern that you like. And he did. He bowled very well.
Nice.
So he's going to make $872 minimum.
Minimum, yep, absolutely.
And or $1,745 if he wins the whole thing.
Not much pressure there, is there?
Nah. It's just $1,000 pot game is all.
Yep. You don't know nothing about that, do you?
No, not me. I've never done it. Crossover. 3-9. Not the easiest sparrows on. Double wood on sport patterns
yes.
are brutal. Like we were laughing last week, the 3, 6, 9, 10. When we both sport leagues, we used to call it the Big Four.
Big Four, yeah.
Because you'll find ways not to make that.
Double wood and buckets, yeah, those are tough.
Is the ball going to finish? Is the ball going to skate? It was brutal. That looks pretty good.
Got it.
There we go. Good job. All right, so Tim goes spare. And again, first look here at Anton Johnson. Again, Anton out of Fort Collins. So I'm assuming he would bowl what used to be the old Horse Tooth on College Avenue or Monte Carlo.
Spotting, 18 pins it looks like?
Yes.
That's probably the biggest gap
It is.
we have here.
Yeah, Anton is spotting the field basically almost 2 marks. All right, leaves the 3-pin on a light mixer. I just realized why Rob left. The parole officer, he had a meeting with his parole officer, and I think he's going to meet him here, so he left.
Is that what he's up to?
Yeah, Rob was at the Colorado State Hall of Fame dinner last night. And from what I was told, they had a tremendous group.
Yeah.
200 and some people
Yeah,
attended, which was fantastic.
It's a record attendance.
Yes.
I was thinking it's between 230 and 240.
That's amazing.
Standing room
Sometimes you wouldn't even get 100. But that's fantastic. And that's a tribute to the players that they inducted.
Yeah, it was a good field.
Ricky Schaefer, obviously, Michelle Malin, Lori Coors.
Yep.
I can't remember who had for service, but I know she's up from Loveland.
Jan.
Okay. Get lucky. Ooh. Ruh-roh. But yeah, I'm very, very happy to hear that the people that went out to support him. That's fantastic.
Yep.
Oh boy.
All right.
Okay. All right. So far, well, every bowler has closed the frame. Yeah, I kid Michelle Malin when I came into Denver to run what was then Sierra Vista in Wheat Ridge. Her mother worked in my snack bar, and Michelle at the time, I don't want to give your age away, Michelle, but you were a young girl, and from that point on, to become the bowler she is, and I'm not kidding you, folks. And
Incredible.
if Don ever says to you that he's better than his wife, Michelle, it's a lie.
I
Michelle
agree.
beat him like a drum all
Oh,
day.
I say the better bowler finally
No doubt.
got in.
Yep. That young lady she gets lined up, just write her a check. Ooh. 139 just gets a little heavy. So there's our first open, which will cut that handicap down. So now we make it a pretty close game.
That just brought it in play.
And like I was telling everybody before, the regional that's going to be up at Coal Creek, that's open to any and all ABT members, even if their membership has expired or they're life members that haven't bowled in a while. They can bowl that event. And for that $5,400 added money, plus $5,000 first on top of that, you can't miss it. I mean, that's a stop you want to make.
Wow.
Fantastic. It's going to be a fantastic tournament.
So they're spreading the extra money around
Yes.
everywhere else?
Well, we did the Triple Crown bonus, and it really never took off. And of course, the odds you winning three
odds.
tournaments 1 week was
Right.
brutal.
Yes.
I get it. So rather than keep beating a dead horse, Myron Mitchell, our national director, decided, you know what? Let's just give it back to the membership. So it was like $5,400. Put it in the prize fund, so it's all added money, and let them come out and get it.
That should bring some people out of the woodwork.
Well, you would think so. I think maybe the prison buses will actually leave early. They're going to have to make a couple trips.
How many weeks away is that?
I believe it's the 3rd week of September. Depends how Labor Day falls, I know, but I think it's around the 13th, 15th, or 15th, 16th, and 17th, something like that.
Sure.
Maybe? Why not?
Well, I bowl out of that house, so I might have to shoe it up.
Yeah, I might have to twist
Twist
your
my
arm.
arm. Yeah.
How many titles have you had with me? Do you remember?
I'm at 9, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can't quite get to double digits.
Hey, 9 titles is fantastic. You know that.
Yeah. A lot of those back in the days when it was a sellout crowd every weekend.
Sure,
You had to
yeah.
sign up the week before.
Separate divisions, 2 tournaments every weekend. Classic
it is.
Masters.
Every squad was filled.
Sure.
Chasing big money back then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with that progressive pot, we were paying anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000
Yeah,
every week.
Every week, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
All right,
probably a lot
Anton,
more.
trying to get a double.
Well,
Absolutely. We're going to have to go back and start super gluing some of those pins back together. Jeez.
yeah, that was a hit.
Oh,
Boom.
holiday strike. That's what I call it. Holiday strikes. Only place in Denver that you'll get that default. Other than that, you're shooting a 5-pin.
So the hands were going up and back down.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
So you said this is Tim's first top 5?
I don't know if it's his first top 5. I know he's never won.
Okay.
But he's been in the club a while. I would say no, he's been there before. Although it's been a while. And Anton definitely his first appearance.
Okay, Anton. I got
Yeah.
mixed up.
Hell, I've been mixed up all day, Ramon. Jump in the jump in the barrel. We'll go over the falls together.
Well, he don't look nervous at all, does he?
Oh no. He's the best scratch bowler out of the 5 of that group. Most of these guys, their sport adjusted averages are in the high 70s, low 180s, and Anton is in the 90s right now.
Okay.
So which puts him probably 210 on a house shot, or a little bit higher than that. So he's a player.
Well, he's watching me. You know that.
Okay, frame number 7. Can he get a 3-bagger? Frame number 6. Oh yeah, he's lined up.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's lined up. Here we go. Spare, 3-bagger. And of course, he was spotting Tim 18, so he has taken the lead, but it's still not. It's still close.
Well, yeah, that opened in the 6th frame
Yeah,
for Tim. That didn't
that
hurt.
really hurt Tim. Yeah.
He's on a double now, so he's going to pull away here.
Yeah, his last 3 shots have been absolutely crushed.
Oh, look
And
at
a little
that.
bit of luck on top of it. That's like a Ramon strike right there.
Hey,
That's the one where Nolan would just
Those
turn around,
pay.
go to the bar, and start asking you what you wanted.
those pay.
Speaking of Nolan, he's actually hanging in there, doing good. I'm going to bowl league with him this fall.
He was there last night. I didn't get a chance to
Yeah,
talk to him.
he's still having some issues. Of course, he's still, when he gets those migraines, it's just unbearable. And but all he's been through, he's doing good. So you got to pull for the guy.
It's good to see him out and about.
Yes, absolutely. He's a competitor. He's not afraid to quit. Trust me. If you don't see him because he can't bowl, it's because he physically can't make it. So, but if he's there, he's going to do it. Well, let's see if Tim can double here. Get back in this match. Maybe. Oh, come on, get the 10. No. All right, little low pocket. Yeah, he's going to be down 20 or more.
Yeah.
Even if he makes this, so he really needed that strike in the 8th. Okay.
Got it.
Yep, no problem with the 10 pin. All right, so he's got 110 in the 7th with a spare. And Anton, we're going to up. There we go. Now we got to get pin out of the channel.
He's got it, I think.
Oh, okay.
He re-racked.
Attaboy. Bet he works in a bowling center.
Yeah. Oh, it did score it.
Just when he thinks he knows what he's doing. All right, so we got to take that miss out. It scored it. Your idea was great, Anton.
He's trying to freeze his own self now.
I guess.
See if it works.
Now we were discussing the patterns from week to week, and last week we were on the new Cheetah at Highland Park, 35 feet. A lot of mills. It played a little bit longer than you would think, but it transitioned. Wow, it was a constant move. Scores were very low. It was a tough pattern. This one, even though it was longer, and that didn't have quite the mills in it, but you could move inside on it and find a nice. Consistent shot. So
I've seen
once
that in
they
the
figured
semis.
it out,
Yeah, some people
once they
give you
figured it
deep.
out, they threw the ball well. Good shot, leaves a 4. 47. He's up 30-something even with the handicap difference,
Yep.
so he pretty much
Spare
needs
make
to just close the last
39.
frame or two, locks him out. 5th place today is $268. Fourth place is $293. Good spare. And then third place, $486. Second place, $872. Our champion today take home $1,745. And negotiable bearer bonds.
Everybody's in the full progressive.
Always. Very, very rare that somebody's not in. And the last couple that weren't in, we ended up finishing 5th. So we only had like an extra $100 and some dollars going back into the
So people
the
have learned their
pool.
lesson, you're
Oh,
saying?
yeah, sure. A little high.
It's like going up the
3-6.
hill. You always want to play max.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
of
max
course.
credits.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, good shot. All right, so 185 in the 8th, spare in the 9th. He can actually max out 235 scratch. The best Tim can do is 190 scratch. So go ahead, Tim, punch out, make him think about it. Maybe? No. All right. 136.10. So the best he can do now is 176.
Yeah.
And with his handicap difference, he's looking at 190 something. Anton's already in the deuces. So Tim Williams will go home in 5th place today. And he'll take home $268.
But he made the show.
Yep. And he did better than 80 some other people, so. Maybe. Nice. Oh, come on, go ahead.
Wow,
That's a good shot.
that was.
All right, good job. All right, strike here for 155.
And you know this one's going to carry.
Of course. FBAC. Phil Ball always carries.
Always.
You can throw it opposite hand between your legs.
Oh,
Oh, we both lied. We gave him the kiss of death.
we tried.
154. And 34, 188.
188.
All right, and Anton will finish up and take on the snowplow. Paul Holden. Oh, I'm sorry, Ralph Pruitt's a snowplow. I get those two
I thought you said Ralphie.
5'4", 116-pound bowlers. I get them confused.
So we got multiple snowplows out here.
Yeah. Hopefully during this season we won't need them.
So you calling for a bad winter or what?
Farmer's Almanac is. I got to call them up, tell them to do an addition on that.
Well, any indication of the summertime moisture,
Oof.
imagine that turned into snow.
Oh no, we'd still be digging out. Be like California.
Yeah.
All right, so it makes the spare. You can strike for 223. Good start for Anton Johnson. Shoot 241 with handicap if he strikes. All right, there you go, folks. 223 scratch.
239 sticks.
Okay, so Anton Johnson will move on. Again, he defeats Tim Willems. 239, 188. And when we come back, our second match will feature Anton Johnson against our third seed now, Paul Holden out of Louisville. All right, so we'll step aside for just a moment. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, Colorado. We'll be back in just a moment. Okay, you're gonna go for the left and drag it up on the right, and slap him on the back of the head, give it the nose up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, match number 2 here at Holiday Lanes with the Denver branch of the Amateur Bowlers Tour. Our second match is going to feature Anton Johnson out of Fort Collins taking on our third seed, Paul Holden out of Louisville. And Paul has elected to have, no, Paul is going to lead the match. So shake hands, and here we go.
They were eager to get started.
Oh, yeah. He's ready to rock. Maybe? Sure, why not? All right. I saw a ways back, we were looking at the chat room, and one of my bowlers I haven't seen in a couple weeks was Sean Burrows, one of my northern bowlers, and saying, hi, y'all. I said, hi. Missed you last week. You should have made it. Tournament was huge. Yeah, I loved it. Ooh. 3, 6, 7, 10. I think this kid could throw an 18-pound ball with no problem.
Yeah, he's got some
Leverage.
leverage on it, yes.
It's like you when you hit those 350-yard drives.
Those are nice when you connect.
Oh, yeah.
The leverage and the,
Oh, yeah. Come on. Ooh, good try. Here at Holiday, you never know. And, of course, they've just replaced all the kick plates. Flat gutters. I mean, this place is solid.
so they have
Great
scores
job
come
done by-
down then, or
No, it'd be the opposite.
got
Now
up?
you have consistency all the way through the house.
Okay.
With the back ends being real tight, you don't have any sloppy like flat gutters with screws that aren't no longer attached underneath, and you don't get any pin action off the side. Now their pins are flying everywhere.
Okay.
Boom! Great shot. All right.
So what's the life expectancy on a pair of lanes?
Oh.
So what they
Well,
is
you know,
just
it all
play. Or?
it all depends on the lineage. I was kidding with Mike Mognac before he retired at South Point, because they put in the new Swiss pin setters, the ones that replaced the A2s, and all of a sudden he's replacing them again, and I went, why are you replacing them already? He says, they already got 1 million games on them. I went, what? Wow. 1 million games? Unbelievable.
That place must stay busy.
Oof.
Holy mackerel.
Well, you know, even in a house years ago where we would do 18.
He was serious, 1 million games.
Yes, he was dead serious.
That's not just saying that.
You know, we do 18,000 lines of bed, and we would probably resurface every 2 years.
Okay.
But now the U.S. synthetics, obviously, you don't have to worry about that.
Right. Oh, look at that.
All right. So we got Paul. Strike, spare, strike. Anton looking to double up, cut down that handicap. Again, he spotted 16.
Mm-hmm.
Three, 6. And if these lanes start to hook, you
Well, I don't know,
gotta
yeah,
keep
looks
going left,
Lane 6 is jumping on them
because
now.
you
so
do not want to go right.
It's OB, huh?
Oh boy, you're gonna need a life raft and a life preserver.
Where's the the line?
Right around
At
5 or 6, yeah.
So nobody has been out there at all?
Well, they have been, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It was ugly, but they tried.
Okay.
All right, so he makes his spare. 11 and 16. He's down 27, but it's early. Nope. Crossed over leaves the 6 at Mach 3.
Good thing he had speed on that because that was inside and that thing
Oh, yeah.
could have took off.
Sure. All right, no problem there. Okay. So Anton, after that split, goes strike, spare, spare. Paul holding up on 4th frame, looking to double up and increase his lead.
So you said the outside's flooded. So we're across the whole board. Is it more flat or more?
Yeah.
What is it? Speaking layman's terms, what we
It
have
was
out here.
you got more. You have more in the middle, but the other thing about this pattern, the new machines, they forward oil and they also reverse oil. This one is more reverse oil.
So what's that do?
Which I don't understand all of it right now, but they're telling me it makes it tougher. So
Okay.
I said, okay, I believe it. But I personally want to get on it and see what the differences are. Paul's having a little trouble with lane 6. Ooh, okay. But he's still managing to close frame, so he's got 60 in the 3rd.
Yeah, staying clean.
So 28-pin lead.
Lane 6 is giving both bowlers
Yeah, you're right. You're very right. Yeah.
some trouble here.
Yeah, Paul's going light and Anton's going through the face. Oh,
Bricky. Ooh,
5-10.
it went.
Oh, he got very lucky. So we got to change that. Yep. We woke up Mr. Warner. He's going to make that score change. There we go. Come on. Voila. Modern technology, you gotta love it. Throw those grease pencils away. You don't need them.
Yeah, he missed it.
No.
Wow.
Ye of little faith.
I had the wrong angle over
Yeah,
there.
sure. That's what I tell Rob
I
all
need
the
to get
time.
back lined up. I dropped my shoulder. Give me a break.
Plus, you threw it off the wrong foot. Other than that, you're
Oh,
good.
yeah. Well, that's a given. That's the money in the bank right there.
I tell you what, if Anton can get 6 figured out, Paul's in trouble. 'Cause this match is far from over. Look at that.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Pin in the channel.
Of course. Yeah, we'll let him finish and then we'll go get that.